So is Minimax the best model for you to use in OpenClaw?
Mm.
I think this is a question that a lot of people ask us because they're like, I don't want to spend $1 million on different coding plans.
Mm,
And we compare two on this channel.
mm,
And I think this is a good reference point for what works really well with Minimax and then help you choose if this is the best AI model.
mm,
There's so many models to choose from. The good and bad part about OpenClaw is that you can bring your own model here.
mm.
But unfortunately, of course, that also means, you have to figure out how much it costs and how much it goes.
Yeah.
So we ran an experiment on this channel. So I used Opus for a while and Ron used Minimax.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk more explicitly more about Minimax and why you would use it.
Mm.
So first and foremost, obviously, is cost. So Claude Opus, this is the one that's really expensive, and it starts off at $5 per million tokens.
Mm.
Minimax is 30 cents.
Super cheap.
So it's really, really affordable. And on top of that, one thing I do really like, and this is, I guess, because we started off early. When we started off, it was when Minimax was really starting to shine. But what's kind of really good about Minimax is that they have a coding plan. And the coding plan is actually a fixed cost. But the coding plan, depending on which plan that you choose from here, don't go for that one. But let's say if a starter plan, it can be under $10.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually quite a lot. Still 100 prompts every 5 hours. That's actually a lot. And I feel like this is where you can control your costs. So instead of saying, let's pay per use, we can pay as a package.
Yeah.
And I think that gives a very big upgrade. So that being said, of course, Minimax, whilst they advertise to be 95% of Claude, we realized that to get that 95% of Claude, you have to do a little bit of work.
Yeah.
So what did you do, Ron? Like, what tips and tricks would you say? Or what situations did your Minimax were? And share us your adventure with Minimax.
All right. So when I first started off with Minimax, with M2.1, didn't do so well, right? Then with the upgrade of M2.5, still didn't do so well.
Right.
So when you taught me the trick, the one on Zebra where you can reinstall OS,
Yeah.
I decided, like, even with so much like trying to improve a lot of the directory of my Minimax agent, it still produces not
great results. And I think that's it's like toying. I think like you wanted to do exactly what everyone else was doing. So like I think you were seeing you were like going to the office, you're seeing like what everyone has these like amazing claws, and you're like, okay, I want to do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
But you didn't really know how to describe it, right?
Yeah.
Because you're still new to AI. You're like, okay, give me a daily report. Okay, so you're like, give me a daily report every day about crypto, or give me a daily report every day about like AI news, and then you just tell your OpenClaw just do it.
Yeah,
it's running the Minimax model.
Yeah,
but the problem is you didn't really specify the subtasks.
Exactly.
Right, and I think that was a key difference that you wanted to make, right?
And it muddied up a lot of the files in its directory, so that sort of clutters up a lot of the context, and so it's like a mess. It's like a big mess. I even use an orchestrator agent or sometimes even cursor to find out what's wrong with the directory. And they're saying, it's all over the place, bro.
Right.
It's all over the place. So I think the big tip here is if you still feel like your Minimax agent is not doing well, reinstall it. Like delete from scratch. Personally, that works so well for me. As long as you have, SSH access to your server
or here. So let me just let's take a step back. Instead of fixing the problems with Minimax, let's just talk about how these problems arise in the first place.
Yeah.
Okay. So the way that OpenClaw works is that there's this you have identity, you have a soul.
Yep.
And one of the things that at the start of this conversation, you had a big conversation with your agent telling him who you are, what you want him to be, and it really loaded up the soul.
Yeah.
So the soul became a very, very long file.
Yeah.
This is a bad example because it's like a new soul. But your soul got very, very long.
300 lines.
300 lines, right? So the longer the soul, the worse Minimax will perform.
Yeah.
This is quite specific to a lot of these Chinese models where At a certain point, when you overload the context, it enters a dump zone.
Yeah.
So you enter the dump zone very, very quickly.
Yeah.
I think that was it so already was in the dump zone,
Yeah.
right? So that was kind of why it was messing up,
Yeah.
because it was kind of overloaded with information. It's like
Yeah.
it's remembering, your laundry, it's remembering your daily life, your life story, your girlfriend, and then you tell him, hey, okay, make a presentation for me. And then he's like, okay, you know what? Why don't I just message your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is kind of the context issue that we're coming into. So one thing that I think you found out very quickly is to make Minimax efficient is to treat it like a Chinese developer.
Yeah.
A bad joke, but kind of true, right?
Yeah.
Like, what did you do for that?
So I just reduced the lines of my sol.md file to 15 to 30 lines. Even this default sol.md file is already really bad. It's like too many extra words. You can condense it even more. And it worked pretty well. But then, even after this improvement, this refinement, it still didn't do well because of the multiple random files across many different directories. And I didn't even know what I was looking at.
Right.
And Cursor's like, why are some of these not categorized?
Right.
So those as well play in part with the context window. It's like very muddy. So I was like, you know what? Full cleanup. It's already broken anyway. Full cleanup. Then immediately after I start over again, first thing I did is reduce the sol.md file. And then in the agents.md, because the agents.md is the sort of like the bootstrap. So if you compact or create a new session with your agent with new memory, this is where they'll look at as well. So you
also compacted this.
Yeah.
So by compacting everything, you actually allowed it to be in a smart zone for a lot longer and then do tasks for you.
Yep.
There was also another good example of the difference between Minimax and Opus, which is when you wanted to collect a daily report, right? So initially you're like, oh, I want a daily report just like Michael, let's make a daily report and have that out. What we do on Opus side is we create these daily reports or analyses, and they looked at multiple sources. And I kind of chatted with my OpenClaw agent, like this is kind of how you should do your research. This is how you should plan. Once you get the research back, this is how you should figure out what's important. Then you build a presentation for me, right? So this is like kind of breaking down the task. And OpenClaw, Opus model was very good at guiding me through that process. But Minimax, I think, is a little bit less good at guiding. But you had a good solution to that. What was that, Ron?
Oh, yeah. So I just took directly from the source instead of reinventing the wheel to try to build an AI news aggregator myself.
Right.
So several months ago, this website came out where it's a live news feed of everything that's going on in the world. I was like, this is exactly what I want, but the UI is not what I want.
Right.
I just want exactly like yours, in text format. So I just read it when I commute to work.
Right.
Everything that's going on. So I realized Minimax is great if they have a GitHub.
Right.
You just scrape their code base, understand it, then set a cron job to gather intel from the website itself, not the GitHub, and there you go.
It's done.
Yeah.
So it's almost it's like a Chinese builder, right? Yeah. Like instead of it trying to come up with new ideas for you, you just said, okay, this is exactly how you should do it.
Yeah.
All right. This is the roadmap. This is exactly how you do it. Just copy these guys.
Yeah.
Right. And then understood. And yet again, because you can burn away so many credits, because on the coding plan you have so many prompts, and you can just run this at night. So because it refreshes every 5 hours, you can just run this at night.
Yeah.
And be like, yo, build this. All right, check this out. Read the entire code base. I don't care.
Yeah.
Right? Read the entire thing. Make your own notes, and then figure it out how to do it tomorrow. All right. Just copy pasta. All right. And it worked, right?
Yeah. And you don't even need Claude Code, to be honest. I think when I reflected on my workflow, I realized any sort of a non-Claude Code type of plan, the cheaper ones, especially the Chinese ones, can already get the work done. Right. You have the GitHub already. Yeah. You don't need to build a new one. You already have one. Right?
Exactly.
It's open source.
Right. So exactly. So you take the open source ones, use it, tell them exactly what you want, and you're good. So I guess to summarize what we have here, since the video is really doing a lot. So if you're considering Minimax, I think you should consider it if you want to save costs or control costs.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of times when people were using the Opus plan and they're like, "Oh my God, like up $30 in an hour already. How am I gonna live?
Yeah.
So this is why our recommendation, if you want to set up OpenClaw fast, there's something called MaxClaw.
Mhm.
This is you can watch a full video, and this is a website that we built with the help of both Minimax and Opus.
Mhm.
So we coded a website to help you guys learn AI much faster.
Mm.
So if you click on OpenClaw, it'll teach you how to install OpenClaw, and we did it with Windows 95 theme. Okay, I don't know why I came up with this idea in the middle of the night, but we did it with Windows 95 theme. This site's really made for you guys. So if you go on there, you click the OpenClaw app, you get that. If you click Telegram icon here, you get the Telegram install guide for your OpenClaw. So it kind of categorizes your videos in like a neat cutesy way. I don't know, like a cutesy retro way. And what this video is going to go under is an AI model. So choosing between AI models between Opus and Minimax rather. So anyways, I think that kind of summarizes our workflow. There's a few tips and tricks. I definitely recommend you watching for tips and tricks. My OpenClaw is stupid. I will yet again, I'll improve this one, but OpenClaw memory solve, that's a very, very good video you should watch. And that would make your life on Minimax a lot better. So I guess the TLDR for this video is that Minimax does work.
Yeah.
It's hell of a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
But you need to kind of tinker with it first.
Yeah. Don't assume it knows what you want it to do. Feed the documentation first. All right. Because for Opus on it, it's like they already know. They kind of know.
They kind of know.
But Minimax, feed the documentation first, understand first, then plan first, and then execute. So that's the TLDR of the workflow for Minimax for most of the stuff that you do, especially for coding ones.
Yeah.
Right?
And if you're coding, honestly, you can also use your coding plan. There's a neat hack, Minimax Claude Code. So you can actually put your Minimax code into Claude.
Yeah.
You can just change your Anthropic base URL and you can use your coding plan key. So you can actually use, you can actually use your Anthropic base URL, change it to this Minimax Anthropic. So they kind of emulated the Anthropic messages.
Yeah.
And then you can change the auth token to your coding plan. And with that, you can use your Minimax coding plan with Claude Code. So you get the power of Claude Code, but you're not burning the money of Claude Code, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's a neat trick you want to do there if you want to go into advanced. If you want to go into these advanced features, what we're setting up on the website, and you'll see it, is once you click Claude Code here, we'll get you guys the updates on like kind of how to set up Claude Code as well. So that's kind of how we're centralizing and making everything work together with you guys. So anyways, this is really for you guys. So it's just like you click on it, then you know what's up, and I guess we won't overcomplicate everything. So with that, guys, TLDR, it's cheap as chips, but you got to know how to use it. All right, and with that, guys, I think Ron, you should do a dedicated video on some tips and tricks for Minimax specifically.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. So with that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. See you guys in the next one.
Peace.